Hello, hello, and welcome to another live session. I'm trying out my laptop this time, so if it's a bit different, bear with me, I'm getting used to it. I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys because there's a lot of changes happening, and I wanted to let you know, I'm not leaving YouTube. A few of you think that it's a bit weird, but yeah, definitely not leaving YouTube. I love making YouTube videos. Just because I sold the van doesn't mean it's over. And just because I sold the van doesn't mean I'm leaving van life forever. There's a chance, I think, well, there's not a chance. There's a certainty at some point in the future I will be van dwelling again. But for now, I've got some other goals. Like I've said, I've been really focused on the boat thing, so that's a huge financial burden. I had to sell the van to facilitate that, and I have to live and continue traveling very cheaply if I'm going to afford a boat. So there's a lot of sacrifices I have to make, and yeah, not having the van is one of them. And selling the van in Vancouver was really important because the market is much more inflated there for vans. So got some good money for the van, and yeah, I'm happy. So not going anywhere. There's a new episode coming out tomorrow. We'll be diving into the new adventure. So lots of stuff to go over there. Don't want to spoil any of it for you guys, but it's all there. What is going on? Is there? Oh, okay. Yeah, so this one on my phone, it automatic. Okay, no, here it shows the viewers. Okay, I just can't see any of your comments. Well, this is very bizarre. Anyway, I'm just going to dig through some of this other stuff and figure this out in a second. So yeah, that's the plan. Basically, I am heading back east. I'm going to spend some time with my family, friends, catch up with everybody. But over the last little while, I kind of really fell in love with Vancouver. Plus, there's so many sailboats in British Columbia. So I think that wherever I find the boat, I'll go to it. But I'm looking primarily in Canada to facilitate the whole buying and transfer much easier in my home country. Also, I don't have to burn up visas and I don't have to exchange currencies, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I'm looking in Canada. And if I'm looking in Canada, I'm basically 60% looking in British Columbia. And then the other provinces get 40%. So there's a good chance I'll be road tripping back across the country. This time I think I might cut through the States on the way back. And yeah, and get back to British Columbia, most likely to see a boat, most likely. That being said, there's some interesting boats that I'll be looking at shortly. So, and they're not in British Columbia. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but basically the focus is right now the boat. And the finances for the boat and all of that. So there's also, I want to announce my new merch shop. That is another avenue in which you guys can check out some cool van travel, motorcycle travel, boat travel related stuff that I'm selling. And it's all run through a series of online cloud stuff so that you don't have to rely on my internet availability to actually fulfill orders, which is really nice. And yeah, I'm working with some artists. Right now I'm working with Luke Healy, and he made some amazing designs. I'm going to be posting them regularly onto the shop, but if you go there right now, the link is in the description, and currently there's like a t-shirt up, a Finding Simon toque, and one of my prints. So proceeds of that go towards the boat. And I'll be doing, I think, live sessions to talk about the finances of the boat coming up, because it's one of those things like, I mean, I always hear it, you can't do it for a million different reasons, a million different things I say, but the boat one, everyone seems to be obsessed with how expensive the boat's gonna be. So I wanted to kind of just be completely transparent about the finances while I'm setting up the boat. And yeah, so right now, as it stands, I have $8,000 saved up towards the boat, and I am slowly growing that. And I don't think, I'm looking for boats that I'll be purchasing under 10,000 and then retrofitting for another 15,000. That's kind of what I'm aiming at. So yeah, a pretty cheap boat, all things considered, but what I'm mainly spending is my time. So for 4 to 6 months, I will be on hard land, most likely, digging away at this boat. This is the current plan. I haven't even seen the boat, so I don't know for sure, but that's the plan. And yeah, I'll be sharing my finances along the road, talking to you guys about what things cost, and hopefully telling you that it's not that expensive. All right. So other than that, there's a lot of questions. I think you guys wanted to know, I want to know why my comments are not showing up. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna hide this. Okay, sorry, bear with me here, guys. I hope this is actually streaming. I did see that I have viewers, so that's a good sign, right? Live control room. All right, live control room. That should tell me something useful. All right, cool. So I have some people on the thing. Oh, there they are, the comments. All right, wow, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so what are you guys saying hi? That's cool. Right on. I'm actually, people want to know, oh, Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy. So Jeremy's my old housemate. Wants to know if I'm in Ottawa yet. I'm not. I'm in Calgary right now at my cousin's place. So there are a good 8 episodes, I think. I'm behind on the motorcycle life thing yet. So you guys will have to watch that. It's coming right up. I've got a bunch of them edited. If you're on my Patreon, you can see them in the Dropbox folder. They're already there because that's what you get. Yeah. Okay. Did I ever connect with Dual Sport BC? Unfortunately, I didn't really get the chance. Honestly, I spent a lot of time in BC, and kind of ashamed to say it, but like I was just working my ass off to sell off everything. Like I barely got anything else done. I was just setting up the new shop, setting up like doing my edits, and then just trying to sell all this stuff. And I still didn't even manage to sell all of it. Like my motorcycle's in a storage locker, which sucks. But my registration papers vaporized overnight at one point, and yeah, so that's what I got. But I did manage to sell pretty much everything else, and made off with some good boat funds. So, okay, Roy and Betty want to know what my route east is. My route east is changed based on the vehicle. I'm no longer taking the Trans-Canada Adventure Trail. I don't mind going a little off-road, but this is not as much an off-road vehicle. You'll see in tomorrow's episode, it's not exactly ideal for that kind of thing. Cole wants to know when we can expect a motorcycle video. I just mentioned it. The first video is posting tomorrow at 7 a.m. local time. I think that's, yeah, local, no, it's local West Coast time, so yeah. Okay. So John wants to know where I would base my boat. I get this question a lot, actually, once I purchase it. It really depends on where I purchase it. There's a cool boat I'm looking at in Ottawa. Maybe I'll be in Ottawa. Most likely I'll be somewhere on the mainland coast of British Columbia. That's where I'd really like to be, but I don't know for sure. It really depends on where I get the boat. I mean, finance is going to be tough. I'm going to have to jump on an opportunity when it pops up. So, you know, probably won't be very flexible because most likely I'll be getting a boat that's not ready to sail. So, are the episodes some? AJ wants to know if the episodes are being uploaded somewhere else. No, this YouTube channel is where they're being uploaded. They're just scheduled to post, so there's one coming out tomorrow. Is the tent life tough? People want to know if the tent life is tough. It's different, I will say. There's a lot of advantages and disadvantages. The advantages, it's super cheap and it's super easy. Like finding campsites are a lot easier. And I can just throw up the tent or the hammock tent pretty much anywhere, and just it's really, really, really easy. I don't spend as much time cooking, and I don't spend as much time like sitting around watching movies and all that like comfortable stuff. And I'm sure like the few days of rain I've had so far, it's not been ideal, but I mean, like all things considered, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it for sure. It's just a temporary thing. It's till I get the boat, right? The shift is telling me about is 30-foot Ericsson. I just want to remind you guys, I am looking for a boat, a trimaran or a catamaran from like the 70s or 80s. with no engine and complete water damage on the interior, and I'm looking for something that's like 40 plus foot. So I'm looking for a really big boat. So no monohulls, and yeah, unfortunately no 30-foot Ericssons. Yeah, a lot of people want me to go to Regina. I had plans to go to Saskatoon, but maybe I can zip up to Regina too the next day or something. Are you guys gonna be in Regina on Tuesday? Because I can do that Tuesday. People are asking how Champ is. Champ is doing really well. He was actually kind of sick yesterday, but is doing much better today. He's back to eating his food and everything. I think he just had a cold. Hold Fast. Some people are asking if I've seen Hold Fast. I put that on my to watch list. It's on my tablet. I haven't watched it yet, but it's on there. Someone also asked, oh wait, Hold Fast is the sailing one. Right, yeah, I did watch that just recently, actually. Sorry, totally. If you have more sailing or motorcycle movie or YouTube channel suggestions, please leave them in the comments of this video. I will be digging through it. I'd like to, yeah, I'd like to brush up on some more literature. I've got loads of books on my e-reader. I'm, catching up. Another thing about my channel will be happening over the next little while is I'll be posting videos only every other day now. The main reason for this is, like you saw in British Columbia, I had a lot of days to work on selling, planning, emailing, blah, 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 sorting all of that out. And it ate up a lot of my time and I wasn't able to set out on a lot of adventures. I'm still going to be recording daily, but it's just like I know that there's going to be days in between where I just won't have content for you guys. So I'm just kind of like preparing for that, getting myself a little bit of a buffer and trying to keep it nice and stable. Videos coming out every other day. Some people asking if where I am now, I already covered that. Are you still going to have Champ travel with you? Some people are asking if Champ's going to travel. Of course Champ's going to travel with me. He's going to travel with me all the time. There's a couple trips this winter that I want to do that unfortunately he can't come along with, but they're short ones. So it'll just be, yeah, shorter. I don't want to spend too much time without him, but he's definitely coming with me on all my motorcycle trips and he's coming with me on all my sailboat adventures. So those are the big ones. Some people are asking if I'm planning on living on the boat while building it. Yep. If I can live in a tent, I can live on a boat when it's half built. Most likely the boat will be on the hard though. So I'll be putting it on hard ground. It'll be a bit easier that way. I can run a power line out to it while I'm, I suss out solar systems and all that other stuff. So it's going to be one hell of an adventure. I've been already kind of figuring out my priorities in like kitchen, bed, and then the rest of it can come eventually. But yeah, kitchen and bed. Any questions about riding dual sports? I have people asking if I'm questions riding dual sports. I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm not riding a dual sport across the country. I wanted to really badly, and I had it all figured out. But then another opportunity arose, and just jumped on it. So you'll see in tomorrow's video. All right, people ask me what made me decide to go with a catamaran or trimaran. It's kind of the same as the Vanlife, where a lot of people would buy a cool, pretty van, the first one, and then the second or third or last rig is always a truck camper, right? Basically because I saw that a lot of sailors were getting smaller boats or getting monohulls, big monohulls, but then a lot of their like final boats that they ended up on are catamarans and trimarans. The catamarans especially are very in style right now, so I doubt I'll be able to pick one up. They really have gotten very expensive, but there are some good budget trimarans out there from the 70s and 80s and even the 90s. And yeah, so that I've ridden on a few of them, the catamarans in the San Francisco Bay, and I will be crewing on one this winter, so I'll get a much firmer idea of it. But yeah, the stability, the speed, and the extra real estate inside are all big big selling points for me. And I'd like to have a ship where I could have crew on board. So if I was looking at monohull, and I still kind of am, like, you know, obviously some opportunities arise and they arise, but yeah, if monohull shows up, it's probably going to be like a 50+ footer. It'd have to be a huge one, and there's a lot of disadvantages to that. Like, I won't be able to beach it. I won't be able to, you know, well, we'll have a gimbal stove. It'll be very crowded inside. Even if it is bigger, it'll be, you know, tight quarters. Those are all things that I think about. So, although I have been on some really great ones recently, just take a little stroll and, whew, yeah, headroom and all this other stuff. Oh, it's so nice. Anyway, okay. So let's see what other questions we got here. How big is sailing Uma? Okay, crewing with the winds. Yeah, covered that. Don't know how big Uma's ship is, but it is quite small. But they're just a couple, and I'm going to be probably 6 people on the ship at any given time. So it's gonna be a big ship. I've had a lot of fun traveling solo. Don't get me wrong; it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. Is the boat going to be your final home, or are you planning any other adventures after boating? The van trip, when I set out, I said it's 2 years, and it has been pretty much exactly 2 years. The boat trip, I'm saying 5. So I don't think it'll be my forever home. I'm almost positive I will sell it one day. But you know, I couldn't stop. You know, like I couldn't stop like trying to experience new things and traveling new things. I really love to have like a farm one day, or a homestead, or something cool like that. I'd love to brew my own beer. That's like a big goal of mine. So there's a lot of things that, you know, the boat life doesn't really necessarily offer me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. What are you going to do with your new bike? My new bike is going to be my means of transport to my boat and then around while I'm building my boat. So I'm going to keep the bike on the road and keep it for as long as I have the boat on hard. As soon as I put the boat in the water, I'll be selling the bike off. So yeah. All right. Well, I'm kind of catching up on your questions here. I feel like maybe I've been doing these too often. I've answered all your questions. Okay. See if there's one in the beginning here. This is very messy. Okay. All right. Well, this is just me staring at a computer screen. Let's see if there's more questions at the bottom. Oh, okay. Here we go. Some good questions. It's like, did you say you like to groom your own beard? I do. However, it's in need of it really bad, and in need of a haircut. Have you been able to maintain your OHIP with spending so much time out of province? Do you have to fill out any paperwork, etc.? I buy travel insurance, medical travel insurance. I buy one plan when I was in the States, and I bought another plan while I was across province. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess, but luckily I never needed it. I mean, there was one opportunity where I might have gone in when I slipped my finger here and I cut the nerve and everything. But then, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of didn't duct tape it shut. I'm doing it right. What I'm going to be doing in the boat for crew, people asking if they can crew with me, and I'm very excited for that. Basically, I am going to be doing like maybe casting calls or something through Patreon. I haven't really decided, like a lottery system maybe. But I'm gonna have one bunk for like family, friends, personal people I invite, and then I want another berth for like guests, people who want to come and crew with me from the channel. And that one's just gonna be on rotation. So like a lot of other sailing channels you've seen, you guys will have the opportunity to come and crew with me, which would be really, really cool. And there'll be like a changing cast for everyone else to see on the channel. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So yeah. Will you still be doing photography? I'm actually doing less and less photography. Airbnb recently closed down their whole photography program, so I'm not really working for them anymore. And the few other gigs I did have are, I don't know, just like it was a little bit of money and it was a lot of hassle to, like, when you're traveling, to always nail down your contracts. So what I'm doing mainly these days is I'm working commercial video and photo for my sponsors. So a lot of the sponsors that you've seen coming onto my channel, their content is shared with you guys, but also I'm creating content for them to post on their stuff, to do their promotional videos, blah blah blah. So that's mainly where I'm working on the commercial side of things to make ends meet. Will I sail through any of the Michigan lakes? Actually, I was thinking of doing a Great Lakes tour like one summer, just coming back maybe at the end of the trip, because if I'm heading out west from the west coast, then maybe when I come back around the other side of the planet, I'll like do a lake tour and then sell the boat or something. So maybe, or maybe not. Maybe I'll live on the boat forever. Okay. So people are asking if staying clean is harder on the bike life. Actually, I found it kind of easier, and that, like, because you're on a bike, you're exposed to the elements, but you're also exposed to your travel a lot more. I'm traveling solo, so that's another thing. So like basically, I'm always meeting people. I'm always interacting with them. There's been a lot of opportunities where people are like, "Oh yeah, come in and shower, come in and do whatever." So like I've actually had real live showers instead of the ones out the back of my van, or just like, yeah. I've also been swimming in lakes because it's the summer. I think this kind of moto travel, it's nice because it's the summer, and I wouldn't do it in the winter, obviously, and in the fall and spring it would be pretty miserable. So, people asking if I missed the van. I definitely missed the van, but I got to keep going. People asking if I keeping the drone. I actually sold the drone. So there's no drone footage up until now, but tomorrow I'm buying a new one. So it's coming. The new drone is coming. How do I find photography gigs? Yeah, like I mentioned, I'm working with sponsors. So basically, I'm emailing 900 emails for every one sponsored gig I get. So it's a lot of work. Miche works a job. So some people are asking about Miche's videos. If you haven't checked out Miche's channel, they do amazing, way more talented than me videos. They have a great sense of humor. It really shows up in the videos. So yeah, check their channel out. It's really, really cool. Unfortunately, they don't post very frequently because they're still working a full-time job, and they when inspiration hits, they make a video. It's not really a vlog where you're just kind of like forced at it every day. How do you want your sail to look? Like it's full of wind. I don't know what that means. Have you thought about distributing your old new content video footage on stock video websites? Could be a decent input. So yes, the world of stock video photo was a good money spinner back in like 2004. It's not anymore. I have a lot of photos up in stock websites, and I've made a total of 75 cents over the last 6 years. So yeah, not a money spinner. Most people just steal photos these days. Does a friend have a big truck or transport boat when it's out of water? Basically, I'll probably be working with whatever harbor the boat's already at, and if not, I'll probably be renting a transport truck to move it, if that's the case. But all of that will be reflected in the price that I pay. So if it's in a barn in the middle of Saskatchewan, it better be a damn cheap boat. Yeah. What is bike life like in a nutshell? Bike life is cool. It's definitely ultimate freedom. I think it's even more free than the van life, and you're very exposed. So a lot more emotional highs and emotional lows, but it's a good ride. I mean, they have a saying, you never see a motorcycle parked outside of a psychiatrist's office, and I kind of get why. Who's the girl in your Instagram stories? That's Melly. She's a really cool person I met in Vancouver who traveled around with me for a while, but we parted ways just day before yesterday, so hopefully I'll see her again soon. Shout out from London, Ontario. What? London, Ontario. Not the interesting London, the other one. Gotcha. No, I've been through London. I have family in London. It's all right. But just like your username, it's far from populated. Okay. I do not watch that channel. Sorry, some people are asking if I watch Sail Life and the refitting of Athena. I don't. Maybe I should. I'll look it up. Okay. Does your motorcycle? Okay, so for details on the motorcycle, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys. Basically, tomorrow's episode airs at 7 a.m. Just watch it. It's good. I'm very happy with the way it came together, so I'm not going to spoil it. All right, guys. How long have I been streaming? What's this live stream? Oh, okay. Oh, no, that's the average view duration. Okay, well, this is just not helping me at all. Oh, I'm like 20 minutes in. That's why. Yeah, I have had some. Okay, so people are asking about the rainy days. I have had a couple small rainstorms. Nothing huge, and I think if it was huge, it would kind of be like sailing. Like I just dock it and chill out, and make my own route whenever the sun comes out again. But yeah, there's some tricks, and actually that's part of what I'm working on today. So retrofitting it. I just still don't have rain pants, for instance. I need to sort that out. Yeah, okay. So people, yeah, we're starting to circle back on the same question. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. And if I didn't answer your question, it's most likely because I've already answered it earlier in the video. So go check the video after it's posted. It should post right away. Just want to give you guys an update. I'm not leaving YouTube. It's not happening. Not a great platform, but it's all right. It's fun. Making it work. I don't know. What I do love is that the positive feedback I've been getting from you guys, the emails, the messages. So if you do want to reach out to me, don't add me on Facebook on my private page or my private profile, because it's not super interesting. I don't really post there much anymore. There is a Finding Simon Facebook page, and there's also my Instagram, and you can watch my Instagram stories. All of that is way more up to date than the YouTube videos, so links are in the description. Check that out. There's also my Finding Simon email address in there. So if you want to send me a boat listing that you found, or see when I'm coming through your town or whatever, and see if we can organize a meetup, just let me know in the description, and sorry, in the emails there. Don't email my other email, which I've been getting a lot of emails from, because it will just get buried in mountains of other paperwork and I'll never see it. So, all right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to close the stream as soon as I figure out how. Oh, God damn it. I'm not going to figure out how to do this. All right. Maybe we'll just hang out forever. Got like stuff to do, coffee to drink. I don't know. What is, oh my God. Dear YouTube, if you want people to live stream, try making it not suck. Wait. There it is. All right. Goodbye, everybody.